my goodness. We are here with the Level Up in Life, Level Up in Business podcast. And you guys, look who is here with me today. My girl, Jennifer Sinigal-Cornelius, owner of Born to Roam, entrepreneur, fashionista, all of the things. I am just so happy that you're here. Round of applause, everybody.
You sure know how to gas a girl.
This is totally going to be a conversation.
I know.
It is not. I just want you to be so comfortable and just
am.
really, like, I am so intrigued by you.
Are you?
Yes, I am. I am. Okay, you guys, wait. Let me just tell you a really
Petro over here.
No, seriously. Let me tell you guys a really quick story on how my first interaction with Jennifer was. First of all, I just gave birth to like my middle baby, sloppy and just all fat, and we had this block party, this
at the Honest Company.
Yeah, at the Honest Company. They hosted a block party, and Workout Snob, which is my fitness company, was there. And I just kind of like threw it together last minute, and there was just this like amazing stallion just like across from me. And I was like, oh my God, she had her hat set up, and you were just so bubbly and just so personable. And I'm very much an introvert. I only speak when I'm spoken to. I don't know why I need to get out of that, but that is just how I roll. And she just walked over, and she was just like, hey, I want to introduce myself. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah, you made me feel so comfortable. And first of all, I'm super nice.
But
I just need to be approached. I think that's what it is.
Totally.
And you just came over, and you were just like a ball of just like fashion, beauty, and just like giving, just like Black girl power, love. I just loved your energy. And then I think you were like, tell me your story. Like, what about you? And I was like, oh, my mother has this story. He's like, oh my God, I know your mom.
Yes.
Remember?
I was very familiar with your mom and her store. Like, all of LA knows your mom and her store in April. Like, of course. So it just made the connection even more amazing.
Seamless. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then I think I connected you guys or something because you wanted to get the hats into the store, and then it was just like I just kept seeing you places. But no, I think I followed you on Instagram, so I feel like I see you places.
What we all do.
We all know I'm not coming out of that house. But I think that was our
first interaction, like maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah, and then we become like just Instagram friends.
Yeah. That's how it goes now in this social media world.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and I'm okay with it. Like, I'm very open-minded to however God wants you to connect with people is however you should connect with them, whether it's a bar, a lounge, you know, on a plane, or at a pop-up, or on social media. Like, I have social media besties.
Yeah, I love that. And also, like, I hate that saying no new friends. Like, I'm totally against that. I feel like new friends welcome new opportunities, new blessings, new relationships, new contacts, new money. You never know. So people do not cut off just interaction with someone else because of this whole no new friends mantra that's out.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to spotlight your business and your journey, and I just really wanted to learn more about your story. Okay. So you guys, if you all don't know, Jennifer owns a luxury hat brand, which is so fly, called Born to Roam. She just got featured on Oprah's Favorite Things. Like, that sound like Oprah? Woo! You get ahead. Absolutely. And what a blessing.
Man. I mean, a blessing is like an understatement. Like, I don't even know how to fully articulate what it is.
Yeah.
And I think anybody that is building an emerging brand or has built a brand or built anything or done anything and you're proud of it, it's like you're in the thick of it, so you don't really see what's happening on the outside because your head is always like in the sand and you're, you know, constantly trying to figure out how to get to the next thing. So when someone notices you and recognizes you, it's like, who knew? So I still have moments
it's like
where
I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, and you don't always feel like that in business, you know, especially as women. We don't tend to give ourselves enough credit. So with this opportunity, I still am like,
time out. I'm sorry. Your skin is glowing. It is flawless.
So
it is flawless.
The fact that I got a peel a week and a half ago, I am losing my mind because I'm still not wearing makeup. And
You're
I'm
lying.
like,
You're
still
lying.
vitamin E'd up.
You got some foundation on.
No, I swear to God. So I just put on a lash for you. So listen, that's why hats and a stained lip are the perfect distraction.
Girl.
Because yeah, I mean, this is so LA. I got a peel a week and a half ago, and
then I'm like, your skin is glowing.
of course it's glowing.
Well, I just wanted to, you
shout
know,
out to Ronnie, my esthetician.
Oh, hey.
But I mean, yeah, it's like, girl, yeah, I got a peel. So
you look great.
hopefully
look great.
no one's noticing anything but like above my eyebrows right now.
No,
Just
you
focus
look
on the
great.
hat.
You look great.
So thank you. Thank you for the shout out.
I love a good skin.
With a good chemical peel.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't
But the
wait
wrong
to get
time,
one.
I'll be honest, because I am very stressed with everything that's going on and trying to, you know, just transition through this holiday season.
Yeah.
So not the best idea to get a peel when you are super stressed.
And when you have events to go to.
And when you have events to go to, I mean, please do not ever do what I did and do it at a downtime where you know that you can just be in the house
snuggled
away
up
from the sun for like 2 weeks.
Well, you're good. You look great.
Thank
and I just
you.
had to point that out because I'm like a skin junkie.
Yeah.
So when I see like a dewy glow, I'm like, what are you using? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
we'll have you
sure.
back on for beauty with your estheticians next time. So back to Born to Roam.
Yeah.
So you're on Oprah's Favorite Things. You got the call. What do you do when you get the call?
So when it was actually an email that came through, I was in the car and my husband called me and he's like, hey, have you checked your email? And I said, no, I'm working. What's wrong? And he said, oh, well, I think you should check it. And I said, Eddie, I don't have time right now, but okay, 1 second. And I literally look in my email, it says, congratulations, you've been selected for Oprah's. And I was like, I bursted into tears.
No.
Of joy and also like, what are the next steps? You know,
Oh
like
my God,
I went
like,
into
what do I
like,
do?
what does this mean? And how do I, you know, navigate through this? But I just took a moment and I honestly was just thanking God and back to the point I was making with you're not really thinking about who's paying attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the
You're
fact
just
that it
working.
even happened, I just was like, this is real. This is happening.
Yeah.
But I was full of gratitude and being the hustler that I am, I went into like go mode. Like,
Yeah.
what does this mean? Called all the people in my network that helped me with this brand
Yeah.
and give me solid advice, like my counsel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And like,
Your
okay,
tribe.
what is this? Yeah, I mean, thank God for the tribe. So I reached out to them like, okay, this is what's going on.
What's
I
the
took
plan?
a weekend to like celebrate, you know, and all of that. But by day 3, day 4, I was like, okay, this is really a thing, and it's time to make sure that we can keep up with the demand. I have to get a 3PL because, girl, I was shipping still out of my garage.
Really?
Absolutely.
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the nature of the beast. I could
Yeah.
not afford, you know, this big production of the hats, and you know, it was like, no, we're going to utilize the space that we have until we don't need to use it anymore, and we have, you know, transitioned to the next phase, and that's where we are now.
Awesome.
So I have a 3PL that ships for me, and I can say that I probably should have done it sooner.
Really?
It just makes my life a little bit easier.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
you know, we talk about all the time paying for convenience, and that's kind of the stage that I'm in now.
Yeah, it allows you to do more. It allows
Yeah,
you to
it
really
does.
focus on
Yeah.
your craft and do more. And I was telling my mother, when I heard the news, I was like, Mom, there is no one more deserving. Like, I have seen this girl hustle. You know, like, even from our first interaction, it was at your stand, you know, selling your hats and just, you know, talking to customers and engaging with them and explaining, you know, your hats. And I was just like, you know, she deserves it. If one person deserves this, like, Jay deserves this. My mother was like, she was like, you know what? I couldn't agree with you more. She was like, every interaction with her is like she is a walking brand, a walking
really-
Born to
I
Roam.
feel honestly sometimes I'm like, people don't want to hear about it, Jennifer. Like, chill. And then I can't even help myself. I'm like, I go right on back into the business. So what do you think about, and how do you feel that we can? And that's passion, right?
Well, you know, and that leads me to my next question, which is why hats? I mean, it's such a niche market, and it seems like it could seem easy, but I don't think it is.
Absolutely not. I question it all the time. Like, girl, why didn't you just do jewelry? Like, you're a jewelry fiend.
So tell me, why hats?
The hats have been a thing for a few different reasons. I am a bona fide accessory fiend.
Okay.
I am an LA girl through and through, right? So we are jeans and t-shirt. I got it on now.
Yeah.
How do I elevate the look to the next level? and not look like the next girl wearing jeans and t-shirt.
Yes.
It is always going to be through accessorizing, but the hat is literally the final ingredient.
Yeah.
It is going to set the look apart. It's going to elevate the look to the next level. I can be in sweats and, you know, a sneaker, but if I have on a hat with a good trench coat or a good coat and I'm in Costco, someone's like, well, where are you going after this? It's like, nowhere, I'm just at Costco.
Yeah.
But because I have on a dope hat with just a sweatsuit, it seems like I'm doing more than the average person. So it does really give elevation at the most basic level.
Absolutely.
And even with a good elevated look, you know, if it's a pinstripe suit or a really fun dress, the hat is always going to take the look to the next element, and I just love that.
It's the sauce.
You know, it really is.
It's like the sauce on the pasta.
And that's why I say the sauce on the pasta. Okay, I might need to coin that phrase. But yeah, it's essentially like the final ingredient, almost like fragrance. Like it's the last thing that you put on where it's like, this is the final touch.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's weird because for me, I think it takes a certain level of confidence to pull off a hat. So you're building a community that's, you know, empowering women to be confident. Like that's a huge responsibility, you know? And I just feel like, I mean, I mean, like, okay, so like when you go into like your collections, like what's your mindset?
You know, I think a few things. Like because I am I'm still a lazy dresser, even though I know I have good style. I do like just easy. Whatever's on the side of the bed, something I can just throw on for the most part. So with collections, I think of what's gonna stand out with texture, with pattern, with the type of style the hat is. So fedoras are obviously a entry level hat, I always feel like everyone knows a good fedora, right?
Totally.
But
it's like a staple.
With the pillbox collection, like what I have on now, it's a completely different type of design. So it's something that you're not accustomed to seeing. And I really love that because it pulls like art with design and fashion. So it gives like the fashion girls something. It gives someone that maybe not into fashion, like, okay, let me see if I can explore.
Yeah, that's me.
And yes, I know all about your story with your hat in Paris. But yeah, I think it opens the door for an entry-level person to say, I think I can test it if I can kind of put a look together that's very simple. So I try to wear a lot of streamlined looks that are easy and attainable for the average person. So I don't go really high end with my fashion because I want someone to say, oh, I have this already.
Right.
And I just need to throw on a hat and a duster.
Right.
And I've achieved a very easy look. So I do think about that a lot of times when I'm designing collections. Color waves are important. Like what color is trending for next year? I pay attention to fashion reports. And I also do what I love, right?
Yeah.
I can't be concerned about what someone else is loving because I am the walking billboard. I am the person that's going to wear it every single day. And I just want to make sure that I'm obsessed with the hat.
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't create and design for what someone else is going to love.
I
love that
you said that.
Yeah.
Because to me, you're bringing your own individuality and like your own vibe to it. And it's like, I always say like your vibe will really attract your tribe. Like you got to just do what feels good sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you can't be worried about what like the outside noise got to go. You got to just get in there and create whatever it is that you're doing. It's so important that it has your authenticity to it, for sure. So show me this collection.
Yes. So this is the new collection that we are going to launch in December. Bordeaux obviously is the color of the season.
You gotta.
Bordeaux is obviously the color of the season. So.
Oh, I love that.
How fun. This is the Russian pillbox. I have not actually done the Russian pillbox yet, so this will be the first style that I'm introducing to the customer.
Okay.
So I can't wait. Like when I wear it, I get great response and feedback. So I can't wait for girls to finally say, "Oh my God, I finally get this style," because it's a raised pillbox. And then,
oh, that's my girl right there.
Listen, I am my grandmother's child. I will be very honest with you.
My Nana,
that's what
in
I'm
her
saying.
leopard print. Girl.
My granny. The way that we show up to family functions dressed in the same color hues and prints, it's like it's absolutely wild. So
my granny
leopard
that
is my
recently
thing.
passed, I'm telling you, she her cakes was leopard print, her nails was leopard print, her bedding was leopard print, her pajamas.
Is that like a black thing? Like,
I don't know.
Because let me tell you, black women with leopard is something about I don't know.
We need to do like the history behind leopard print for real, because everyone has that granny story with the leopard print.
I swear to God, like when I told my grandma, I was like, "Oh, girl, guess what? I'm doing a leopard hat." She was like, "Okay, kid, well, can you show it to me now?" I was like, "Listen, you are gonna be obsessed with it."
But that just goes to show it's in our DNA, like style and just like not being afraid and just, you know, like to wear what you feel, because that's a big print.
It is very bold, but I think that is the idea, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're wearing a hat, you actually, there is some boldness to you.
Absolutely.
There is some freedom of expression and individuality.
A confidence that you have.
Exactly. That is unmatched. So you're wearing it because you do want to be noticed, or you don't want to be noticed, and you got the hat down low, like I'm dipping in and dipping out. But for the most part, you have the hat on because it's bold. So as a fashion girl, like that is what I learned. My mom would drop me off in thrift stores to find my clothes.
Okay.
She's like, you got $10.
Wow.
Have at it. So I still take on that same mantra
mentality
when I'm designing, and it's always from a place of vintage and what was in the thrift stores. You know, I still shop from the thrift stores today.
Wow.
Yeah, so the hat just takes it to the next level.
Well, I love that. I love this for you. I love this niche, and I really, really want you to own it. Like, I feel like you are already on your way. I mean, it's nothing else. You know, I'm just happy that you did my little podcast. You know what I'm
saying? Please
But
stop.
I want to ask you something. So, who is Jennifer?
Oh, I am so many things. I am very caring. I'm a Cancer, so I'm very loving. I'm very sweet by nature. I mean, you told the story about when we first met.
Absolutely.
That is who I am through and through. I am an extrovert. I've been in sales my whole life, right? So I still have my day job. I do pharmaceutical sales. I've been doing it for 15 years. So it is very natural for me to connect with people and to see how I can support. That is just how I am. That's my
acts
DNA.
Of service.
Acts of service
language.
For sure. I am my mother's child. My father is very extroverted. Like that's just my DNA. But I'm also very much a girl's girl who likes to have a good time. Yeah. Like my girls are my soulmates. My husband, he doesn't mind. He's like, I know you're going with your friends and you guys.
Your friends are my friends, by the way. When I be seeing y'all out, I'm like, oh, I'm out with them, yay.
Yeah, because I love to hang out with my friends. I love my friends. But I mean, I just love spending time with those who are near and dear to me. Yeah. That is really my love language.
And they probably pour into you.
Yeah, and I think too, in entrepreneurship, when you're on this journey, you have to find your tribe. Absolutely. Or else it's a very lonely space. And we all know those stories when we're like, damn, this is hard and lonely. Who can I call? And a lot of people don't have anybody to call. So I am so blessed that I have a network of people that I can cry on the phone with, celebrate with, and take advice from and seek, information with, and all of those things. But I'm a very caring person who just loves to see other people win. That is most important to me. Born to Roam is important to me because at the end of the day, I really want to help the next generation and what they're doing. Like, I want to be able to help the next female founder and say, how can I support you? Is it financially? Is it with, resources?
Yeah, so it's bigger than you.
I always want to reach back and pull from, like, let me help you.
Yeah,
so that it really is so far beyond, I mean, my wildest dreams. It goes back to like paying it forward.
Yeah,
I always want to just look out for other people. I'm a gift giver. I'm a person that's like, don't worry about me. I want to give you something fun and that you really love.
So would you say that leveling up in life to you basically just means acts of service and just giving and just being kind and sharing your knowledge and not gatekeeping?
1000%. If I level up, you level up. Like, absolutely. I'm that girl.
Yeah.
Me leveling up by myself is not going to be fun. Me being on, the plane and headed to the island,
by myself,
hopping and on yachts and stuff, that's not fun with me just doing it by myself.
No.
I want the whole team to eat and win.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, leveling up to me everybody around you is leveling up together.
Yes, absolutely. So what does leveling up in business to you look like?
Oh my God, leveling up in business is really creating a team that is going to help navigate each chapter in the business.
I love that you pointed that out, because a lot of entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, thinks they do everything, they can do everything. No, you need a team.
Yeah, I don't think
you need a team.
You have to have efficiency.
Yeah.
And I'm not a type A personality, nor am I a control freak. I am okay with delegating, and I realize what my strengths are, and I realize what my areas of improvement are. And it is very important for me to tap into where I know that someone is better at that for me. It's like, girl, if you better at this than me, do you mind helping me with this?
That's how you lead. And that's how you get further. And that's why you are where you are today.
So that is what leveling up in business is, constantly, setting my goals high. I mean, obviously I am, I strive to be a very goal-oriented person. I've been in sales my whole life. I treat Born to Roam like it's still a sales job, right? I still have goals I have to meet. I look at spreadsheets. I'm not a numbers girl, but I think business has made me become a numbers girl. So I do look at analytics. I do look at data. But that's what leveling up is. You have to be
hands-on. Absolutely.
I mean, there's nothing that I don't know how to do in my business. I've done every job.
And that's how it's supposed to be. So then when you scale, you can first onboard properly, right? And then it's just like, you can be free to born to roam.
I can be free to roam, right? Effortlessly, and not feel the burdens on me. It's like, no, I can relinquish some of that.
Execute. Absolutely.
Yeah,
so I want to just wrap this up and just thank you so much for coming on, and just, I know how busy you are, and just getting over here downtown just to come and chat with me, like, really, really means a lot. So I just wanted you to know that I'm so proud of you.
Aww.
And I'm always rooting for you.
I know you are.
Instagram, liking, reposting, whatever it is. And I just want you to tell me, what does a personal brand mean to you? How important is a personal brand to you?
I'm learning more and more that it actually is pretty important, because, and you and I obviously have conversations, but I think I don't want to be the face of my brand forever, right? That's not my goal. I actually would prefer for no one to know me, and I can just,
whatever. That's not going to happen. Is Stallion walking in the room.
I understand that it's important for people to know my story. It's important for me to exemplify exactly what I'm selling. Yeah. And that is what my personal brand looks like. I am bold. I am courageous. I am a risk taker. I am very confident in my approach. That is what my brand is. So it aligns perfectly. So I have to be able to sell myself.
Absolutely.
And I sell every day, right? When you look at me, I'm selling myself. When you speak to me, I'm selling myself. So the personal brand, if I never mention Born to Roam, you're still actually going to see Born to Roam when you're having a conversation with me, or when you see me from afar. It's like, well, who's that girl with the hat on?
I feel you.
That's the personal brand.
I feel you. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Girl, I mean, I can just have a regular, well, you should be doing, it's just like, Anthony, shut up.
Yeah,
Anthony, shut up. Everybody don't want your 2 cents.
And that's how I am. Like, when I see someone that's, I won't say poorly styled, but I can probably tweak it. I'm like, I really should. And I have to reel it back.
You have to just pull it back.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it's hard.
Well, I think that we can be talking on and on and on, but we have to wrap this up. So
I get it.
I first of all invite you back whenever you have the time to sit.
Shoot the shit.
Yeah. Sit and chat with me. Please come back. You're always welcome.
Oh, I'm honored.
I really just adore you, and I'm looking forward to what you're going to be doing in 2025, and I'm looking forward to getting the hat on my head.
Yeah, we are going to work on that.
But it's the confidence piece.
It all boils down to confidence. I will tell you that, honestly, before we wrap, people stop me all the time. They're like, I'm just not a hat girl because I don't know how to wear it like you do. And I'm like, this is the thing. I am willing to just throw on whatever and not care.
Okay, you guys, maybe let's set a little challenge. Maybe once this episode drops, Jay in her stories will do a styling tutorial for us.
Okay.
For the ones that don't know. Tell us where we can find you. Let's drop all your handles, all the good things.
Website, most importantly, is weareborntorome.com, and that's WEARE, born, BORNTO, Rome. So
Okay.
long. Oh my God.
It's okay.
We are Born to Rome. And on all social platforms, Born to Rome Shop. My personal Instagram is connected to my business one, Jennifer Sinigal-Cornelius. But yes,
Don't be
shop.
don't be trying to act my personal. What is your personal one? Please speak into the microphone.
After
this is what I'm trying to say. We just talked about personal branding.
I know. It's linked into Born to Rome's page.
It will be in the show notes. Okay.
Okay.
It will
here,
be in the show notes.
Right here. Jennifer Sinigal-Cornelius.
Thank you.
So I do try. I will try to be more active with my styling routine.
Oh, you about to give us a tutorial?
I know.
Yes,
I know.
you
I'm
are.
committing to it.
Yes, you are. Thank you so much.
I love you.
Love you.
I'm so proud of you, by the way.
Thank you.
Bravo. This is a lot of work. So I don't know how you do it with this big family, but
girl,
women always figure it out.
Podcast.
Thank you
guys. Thank you so much for joining into this episode. If you have any questions, definitely hit her up. Okay, go on her Instagram and get all up in her DMs. Definitely hit up her site. We are Born to Rome, you guys. Like I said, she was mentioned on Oprah's Favorite Things. You don't want to miss out on this, like, what is it? Sauce to your pasta? Right.
The sauce on your pasta, I really love that.
You don't want to miss out on this. Also, just following her, just genuine kindness, her journey, her style, everything about you is so inspirational. So until next time.
I love
Thank
that.
you.
You're so good.